Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Spanish 112 to you. This is an online class. So remember at the top that there's a news form, and the news form is, I'll use it more like an email. So whenever I need to reach out to you, I'll probably post something in the news form and it'll get pushed out to your email. I'm only going to leave 2 weeks at a time open just because I have some assignments that build upon each other and I don't want you working too far in advance, but I'll try to at least have 2 weeks open. The very first block you're going to see is the Start Here block. Remember, it's going to tell you that you need to complete an assignment on the Moodle site before the census date, which is the 21st, in order to be counted present for the class. So if you scroll down, there's a couple of assignments that you're to complete for census. The other thing that the Start Here block is good for is it basically tells you basically gives you a lot of information on my language labs. Now, all that I use from my language labs is really the book. I've taken the activities from my language labs and put them in Moodle. So for my class, you're basically just going to be in Moodle. You just might need my language labs for the textbook, okay? But don't get angry if you bought it because, we use it for multiple semesters and every other instructor uses the assignments there. They didn't move them over. But anyway, so I'm going to just tell you what's in here, but just remember that you need to go to Start Here to complete 2 census activities and then for information on my language lab. So that's what's good in that block. And I'll go ahead and tell you what's there, but you can probably play around with it and figure it out for yourself. There's 2 videos that tell you how to set yourself up in my language labs. The first one is if you need to buy access, but if you had 111 and you already have access to my language labs, there's another video that tells you what you need to do just to get into our class. Then there's help with Pearson. So my language labs is a Pearson product. So if you're having trouble with my language labs, there's a link right here that tells you how to get in touch with Pearson and when they're going to be available at Guilford. They're not coming to campus. I think they're only going to have virtual times where they can help you, but this flyer will tell you when they're available. Also, for my language labs, they usually give us a 2-week temporary access code. So if you're having some trouble getting your own, getting my language labs purchased for yourself, then you can click here. It'll give you a 2-week temporary access code and you can use that for 2 weeks. But at the end of 2 weeks, you do have to buy it. And this video will tell you what to do when you're ready to actually buy it. Okay. So just remember, Start Here block, census activities, Pearson information. Each week each block is going to be broken into the week. It'll tell you what the week is and what the topic is that we're going to study. And when you open up the block, it's going to tell you the pages that you need to study, what I hope that you will learn after you've completed the activities for the week, the due date, when the assignments are due. And in our class, all assignments are going to be due on Thursday by the end of the day, and then there'll be different assignments. And I've tried to make it fairly easy that if you go into each assignment, even if it is a simple assignment, it's going to tell you there's going to be a video in there that tells you how to complete it. So like you'll have some that say like assignment 3, 4, 5. Those assignments are the Pearson activities that I've moved into Moodle. So when you open them up, I've put everything in one place. So within this, whatever you want to call it, assignment 3, there's going to be videos that are instruction videos. So like this one says chapter 4 videos. So you're going to want to watch these 2 videos. They teach you the vocabulary from chapter 4. Then you're going to have practice with chapter 4's vocabulary. And I've made little videos that explain how to do each assignment. So after you've watched the videos that explain to you chapter 4's vocabulary, then you have this SAM 401. And this video will tell you how to do SAM 401. Then you go down here and you also have SAM 402 and you have a little video that tells you how to do SAM 402, so on and so forth. But they'll be periodically, once you finish vocabulary, then you're learning about stem changing verbs. So there's videos again that teach you stem changing verbs, these 3 videos, and then you have practice with them and videos that tell you how to do the practice. Okay, so that's how the assignments work. Even the class participation forum, and each week you'll have a class participation forum, and I just ask you, do you have any questions or concerns about the class? If you don't have any, you can click on the thread, You can hit reply and post that you have no questions or concerns, or you can post questions or concerns if you have them. If it's an immediate concern, like if you're in the middle of doing an assignment and like a video link or an audio link, something important is missing, please also either text me or email me so that I can immediately fix it. I don't always check the forums as regularly as I do my email and texting, so I don't want you to get a bad grade because you're having trouble with an assignment. I would rather you reach out to me. But I do still like you to post in the participation forum, because if it's something about, you know, how to conjugate AR, ER, IR verbs, well, if I make a video or how to complete a particular assignment, if I make a video or I find a resource, it's good for it to be in the forum, because then everyone gets access to it. And you can see here's a cultural assignment. When you open it up, I also have a video that explains how to do it. So whatever type of assignment you're doing, I'm always going to have a video in the assignment that explains how to do it. And I think that pretty much explains how the weeks work. And then over on the right, you have these sticky blocks. There's some helpful information. It tells you that homework's always due on Thursday. There's the 2-week temporary access code again. There's the code for our class, a link to Spanish tutoring, a link to live chat technical support. This is the introduction video to the class, link to my language labs. This tells you how to make accent marks. This first video, I think it's for Chromebooks, if you use a Chromebook. The second one is if you have a regular laptop. The next one is how to do it if you have a Mac. There's the COVID hotline, Titan link, information about me. There's my email, my blog. The blog, I don't think I've posted anything there in a while, but it just has resources that I use when I teach in the classroom, so you're welcome to peruse it. Then there's the class PowerPoints, which I probably won't be using this time because my 112 is online. But if you wanted to look at some of the resources I use when I teach face-to-face, you're welcome to it. Phone number, office hours. We'll probably meet by Teams, at least right now. So just reach out to me if you want to have a meeting, and we'll meet via Teams. You can also text me using Remind. This tells you how to use Teams. Down below, you've got the syllabus, the course schedule, which is also in the syllabus. So if you want to see what we're doing week by week, you can pull that up. There's the textbook, grading criteria. You can look at that. Those are the rubrics that I use to score your written and oral assignments, but they're also embedded in the assignment, so you don't have to look at it if you don't want to. These are various resources, like there's a link to the phone number for my language labs, our course code, which I think I might need to update. I feel like I forgot. No, I think that's the right one. Yeah, that one needs to be updated. I'll update it in a few, before you go into the class, it'll be updated. And that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions or concerns, also, like if you want to see what my language labs looks like, let me go into, okay, so this is what my language labs looks like. There's a calendar over there, which would have information, assignments, but I'm not going to use it. So the only thing I'm really going to use is the e-text, and I can pull that up in just a second. But you could also use like the verb charts, the glossary, you could access tutorials. So you can use the resources that are out here, but I've put the most important things, the things I want to use in Moodle. But when you pull up the e-text, this is your textbook that you would use in the classroom, so you can just, you know, you can use the e-text and scroll through rather than using the actual hardback book. So anyway, if you have any questions or concerns about the class at all, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, you can email me, call me, text me, we can meet via Teams, and I look forward to working with you this